In this video, I'm going to be creating the drafting C, which is that symmetrical part on top of our worksheet with the three different circles in the whole location. So once again, starting, if you have chosen your template before or you've already selected this at one time, you should be able to start using the SketchUp. But once again, just showing you when we're in the choose template is the woodworking in inches. Start using the SketchUp. The same idea, once I get in here over and over again, we always do the camera standard views top, which allows us to look down straight at that piece. And I should see a blue axis kind of going this way also, because I don't think my camera parallel projections also got to be selected. So in perspective, you usually see a dotted Z line going away from you there, but I'm going to hit parallel projection. So camera standard views top and camera parallel projection to make sure that everything looks square as we're creating it. Now for this one, I like to use my origin right here as my center point. So that little crosshair you see in the top part of your creation, that model, that little drawing there, is going to be my origin. Coming in, I'm going to use my tape measure tool to get set up right away from my green axis. I'm going to go 1 3/8 both directions. So 1 space 3/8 for 1 3/8, enter. And then zooming in, just because now I see the relativity of what size that is, and then clicking and then dragging to the left 1 space 3/8. Now we have with our intersection there with our red axis, our intersection there with our origin, and our intersection over here. So I need one more going up for the green axis from the red, and that is 1 space 1/16. 4/16, which is 1 1/16. That gives me my top center of my circles that I have. Now, the next thing is sometimes, for some reason, our accesses or our things aren't live. In order to get them that way, all you have to do is use your last guideline, click and drag down, and make a few more guidelines, and that will for sure then allow them to be active. Some softwares like mine was showing up as intersection there, but some computers it just doesn't go live. I'm not sure why. So coming in next, I'm going to use my circle tool to create a bunch of circles. And the important part about creating circles, I'm going to start over here on the right hand side, is I'm going to click and slide straight up or straight out. You want to have that going on because when you create circles, it actually is a 24-sided shape and it has endpoints. You want the endpoints to fall on these lines. So make sure we go straight out or straight up or straight down, whatever it may be there on that line, because that'll put our endpoint in the correct spot, which will matter for making those arcs later on. You can either click there or just enter. My first radius is 1/4. Center sliding straight up, 7/16 is the second radius, and the third radius is 11/16. After I enter that, I'm going to move right over and do the same thing on the other side. So 1/4, 7/16, and 11/16. 11/16. Once again, make sure that you are making your endpoints fall on the lines. It's not fun to redo because of that, but you will have to if you don't. It's the easiest way. So make sure we do that. Now, next thing is the top circle. Intersection, click it, slide straight up, straight out. Either way works. And the first one is 3/4 of an inch. And the second one is a 1-inch radius. Now I have all of the circles that I need. And the next tool that I'm going to use is a tool called the arc tool, which is a 2-point arc. Coming in here, we're going to go from the endpoint to the endpoint. That's why it was very important that we were clicking and we're going straight up and straight down or straight out on our circles, because now those endpoints in the right spot. If you're looking for these endpoints right now and they're over here or over there, you didn't do the last operation right. So make sure you delete them and redo that so your circles have endpoints on those lines. All I do is I click, and I move up and down. And mine was going there right away, but I'm going to go to where it says tangent with vortex, and I'm going to click one more time. Same thing on the opposite side. Click, click. And sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's pink. But you want tangent with vortex. Slide down the edge, click. Now the last thing I do is I need to put a line in going across here. I'll use that pencil tool to do that. And that is our shape that we have. Now there's some things that are not in there as far as a certain few lines, like this inside line. This inside line have been deleted. All we see is hidden lines there. That's just showing you that it started out as a circle. So next thing I can do is use my eraser tool, select that line. If I make a mistake, I can edit undo, select that line, and select that line. And that is our shape. That is the drafting C. So we can center that piece to see that. The last thing we need to do is dimension it. I'm going to save that for the last little video here. So that's it. Thanks for watching. File, save as. Maybe we haven't done that yet. And we're calling this one, getting rid of that untitled right there, we're calling this drafting C. Make sure it's saved in on your desktop in your H drive. I don't have an H drive, so I'm just saving mine on my desktop. And that's it. Thanks for watching.